Welcome, hockey fans, inside Skellefteå Craft Arena in Skellefteå, Sweden, for this evening's matchup between Skellefteå and Örebro. Joakim Andersson, or rather, Pontus Pettersson lining up to take the face-off for Skellefteå. Tom Wandell lining up to take it for Örebro. Now we are underway as Örebro is able to win this one back to their own blue line, controlled now by Bartley, as he'll send this one over to his defensive partner, who throws it up the ice off the boards, collected by Putis, as he'll play this back to his captain. Now Olofsson can't control that puck as it finds its way back to neutral ice. And this one will be sent off the boards up to center, but no further. Skellefteå struggling to move this one up the ice as they send it back into their own zone. Putis sending this one cross ice, as this one will get moved up the ice into the offensive zone by Hughes, as he'll fire this one in deep. Takes a bit of a bounce off the end boards, now collected by Lindstrom, centering out front. Couldn't get good contact with it there was Pettersson, as he's able to collect in the corner. Forced against the boards, however, as Örebro is able to collect. He'll retreat behind his own net. Now plays this one up to Tyson Spink. Tyson will fire this one cross ice, however it's gloved out of the air. Now controlled by Philip Berglund, who plays it out to neutral ice, but taking it back, he's able to fire this one deep into the Skellefteå zone. Emil Hughes from his own end boards, playing this one to his defensive part, or rather to Par Lindholm, as Lindholm from the corner trying to battle his way up to the half boards, not able to, as that puck is taken away from him, sent behind the Skellefteå net and all the way around to the far corner. Lindholm now trying to send that one up to the blue line. Bouncing puck finds its way right to Lindvall, and not taking any chances, he'll cover up. And now Hedman getting mixed up with a couple Skellefteå players after the whistle, but we'll have a stoppage and a face-off coming to the left of Lindvall. Spink lining up to take the face-off for Örebro. Bit of a scramble draw, finds its way right to Lindvall, who gloves that out of the air and leaves there for his defenseman, as this one is thrown to Soderlund. Soderlund along the half boards will poke it back into his own, or deep into his own end to Kadich, as Kadich turns around and sends it up to Soderlund. Now Kadich collecting at his own blue line once again. Will work this one through center. He'll gain the line and fires this one in deep right onto Kilpalainen, who gloves that one out of the air and elects to hold on for a stoppage, with just 1 minute and 42 seconds elapsed here in the first period. Face-off coming to the right of Kilpalainen. Lindholm lining up to take the face-off. Moeller in the corner now. Now Lindholm walking this one back up to the half boards. Par Lindholm has that one taken away. Moeller playing it back to the line to Hughes as he's forced back out to neutral ice. Now Koska controlling in his own zone. Sending this one up through center, just out of the reach of his intended target, as Bartley is able to take it back in his own end. He'll fire this one off the boards, tipped into the Skellefteå zone, no icing on the play. Putis now from behind his own net has to get rid of that one quickly. And now Örebro with a good forecheck is able to take this one back in the offensive zone. Quick turnaround shot there. Lindvall with a couple of saves as this one finds its way behind the net. Trying to center it out front. Hits the side of the net. Now back to the line. Bartley's able to hold this one in as he'll fire it in deep. Putis comes away with it along his own end boards. Jonathan Putis now from behind the net. He'll play this one up to the half boards. Koska's coming away with it, and he'll send this one out to neutral ice. Taken back by Bartley, however, at his own blue line. Now Manninen playing this one up to Bartley. He'll play that one in deep. Manninen, the only player from his team to be named to an Olympic roster. Of course, he was playing for Finland in the men's tournament. And as this puck finds its way deep into the Örebro zone, now sent back up to Manninen at his own blue line as he'll turn back into his own end. Sakari Manninen retreating behind his own net. Leaving there for Andersson. Andersson will play this one up and now to Manninen as he'll fire this one quickly up the ice, trying to move it in deep. Not able to gain the blue line, however, was Hedman, as the lefty takes it back as Westerholm will play, or Pettersson rather, will play this one back to Berglund. Berglund trying to play it back to his captain, not able to, as Örebro takes it back in the offensive zone, back to the top of the circle. That shot finds its way off the stick wide of the net. Spink now playing this one into the corner. Hedman battling there hard, able to collect the puck as he takes a check in the shoulder, stays on his skates, Trying to move that one back to the line. It does now as that one's gloved out of the air. And now we've got a penalty upcoming here to Örebro, I believe. Looks like it's going to be a cross-checking penalty coming to Hedman. And so Skellefteå will get their first man advantage of the game as Hedman will sit for 2 for cross-checking. And there you see right there, just a quick shot to the back. And the referee immediately puts his hand up. Face off in the offensive zone for Skellefteå, won by Örebro. As they're able to come away with it, they should be able to kill some extra seconds to start this man advantage. Örebro's penalty kill this season has been fairly decent, 8th overall in the league at 80% efficiency. Skellefteå on the other side of the ice, their power play comes into this one 6th overall in the league at 20% efficiency. As this puck finds its way back to the neutral ice, Örebro doing a good job to start this man advantage as Emil Hughes will play this one to Lindstrom. Lindstrom playing this one up to Holloway, now to the corner. Back to Lindstrom as Skellefteå looks to get set up to the top of the circle. Quick pass back to the line. Hughes can't hold it in. Behind the net now, Skellefteå looking to start back out. They haven't really been able to get anything going so far in the first half of this power play. This one is dished to the half boards. Bit of an errant pass, however, as Wandell is able to poke this one out to the neutral ice. Back checking here to collect is Adam Pettersson. Koska playing this one up along the left side. Skellefteå into the offensive zone. An aggressive penalty kill here from Örebro. But now Pudas right in the slot. Holds up, looks for the toe drag, but can't get a shot on net as he looked to dish it out front to his teammate. And it's sent all the way down the ice. However, as Örebro doing a fantastic job killing off this penalty so far. Just 35 seconds remaining on the man advantage for Skellefteå as they work it back the other way. Koska playing this one up to Pudas. Jonathan Pudas playing this one back to the line of Koska. Koska cross-ice pass, looking for the shot. Can't find it as Skellefteå gets set up now. Lindholm back to the line to Koska now as he quarterbacks the power play as Pudas plays this one to Lindstrom. Lindstrom back to Pudas. Pudas, quick pass to Lindstrom along the half boards, back to Pudas. Now Koska winds up with the one-timer shot right on. Kilpalainen with the save. Spink able to come away with it. And this one will get sent all the way down the ice, and that should do it for the man advantage as Örebro able to weather the storm here in the first period, and Skellefteå with just one shot on net coming late in the man advantage. Up the ice into the offensive zone with speed, cutting to the slot, looking to drag it around Kilpalainen, but he's able to get a piece of it. And Skellefteå wasn't able to get a shot on net, courtesy of Henrik Hedda. As this puck gets played back into the Örebro zone by Manninen. Along the half boards now, trying to clear the zone. Didn't quite get all of it as that one is held in, but now Wandell will work it back out to neutral ice. Through center, into the offensive zone, loses the handle on the puck. No offside on the play as he was able to hold that one in. However, Skellefteå regain possession as this one is sent to the far blue line. Now trying to move it into the offensive zone there was Lindstrom, wasn't able to. Manninen once again will fire it back into his own end. Off the boards, up into the Skellefteå zone. Philip Berglund to the far corner. Played off the boards, up to the blue line, back to Berglund. Berglund into the offensive zone, up to his intended target as that one finds its way to Kilpalainen, who holds on for the stoppage with 13-11 remaining here in the first period. Score remains and a scoreless tie. Now you see a good opportunity for Hedda, but Kilpalainen with a nice little poke check right there. And as Hedda tried to carry it around him, probably wanted to tuck it in short side there on the backhand, but Kilpalainen with a good heads-up play there is able to knock it to the end boards. Face-off coming to the right of Kilpalainen. Battling in the circle as Pettersson is upended. And Jiri Salonen also upended, giving Skellefteå back the opportunity out front, and Holloway couldn't make good contact with it. Probably one of the better scoring opportunities we've seen so far early in this one. Skellefteå continue their aggressive forecheck. Bartley from behind or his own end board sends it to Salonen as this one finds its way off Hedman's stick all the way down the ice. This will be an icing call going against Örebro with 12:40 remaining in the first period as this face-off will remain in the Örebro zone. And my apologies, this is going to be a penalty upcoming here to Skellefteå. It's going to be a tripping call, and it looks like it's going to go against Lindstrom, who's currently on the bench. And asking for clarification, maybe not Lindstrom will have to wait and see. And it looks like it is going to be Lindstrom. You see him there, number 10. Catches the skate of Hedman right there and kind of slew foots him down to the ice. And so Lindstrom will sit for 2 for tripping. And so a couple of power play opportunities, one for each team to start this game early on. Power play for Örebro has not been good this season. It's 13th overall in the league at just 14% efficiency. Penalty kill for Skellefteå, 82% efficiency, which is good for 4th overall in the league. Wandell now playing this one to the boards, gets it back at the top of the circle, plays it back to the line. Heavy shot right on, and Lindvall is able to steer that one aside. As the lefty able to come away with it, they'll send this the length of the ice. Looking for the stretch pass up the ice, doesn't hit Salonen, the intended target. As this will be an icing call going against Örebro on the man advantage. As this faceoff will come all the way back into the Örebro zone. Faceoff coming to the left of Kilpalainen. Örebro able to win this one back. Behind the net now, controlled by Anderson as he plays it back to Bartley. Bartley from behind his own net will look to start out now. Plays it up along the right side. Cross ice pass to Mannanen as this one is going to be whistled dead offside. So this faceoff will be outside the zone with 11:56 remaining here in the first period. 1:16 remaining on the man advantage as Örebro hasn't gotten anything going so far on their power play opportunity. Face-off one back as this one is slapped all the way down the ice. Kilpalainen behind his own net. As Örebro will start out now. Anderson into the offensive zone. Long shot. That one was going wide, but not taking a chance with it. Lindvall will hold on with the glove. With 61 seconds remaining on the man advantage for Örebro. Face-off coming to the right of Lindvall. That one is poked back to the top of the circle. Hustling over is able to hold this one in. As Salonen now recovers, walking to the circle, looking for the cross-ice pass, and now an opportunity back the other way for Skellefteå, short-handed. They've got an opportunity, but this one will just be dumped in deep. Pursuing into the offensive zone, he gets upended. And Örebro able to come away with it along their own end boards. Spink playing this one up to Anderson. Anderson dishing this one over to Hedman. Hedman playing it down to the corner to Spink. Back to Hedman along the half boards. Hedman from the corner now will play this one back to the line. Long shot, that one just wide of the net. 15 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Down to the end boards. Hedman from the corner. Top of the circle. Shot right on. Lindvall able to steer that one aside as he takes a bit of a shot there from Anderson. Anderson playing this one to Hedman. We're back to 5-on-5 action as Lindstrom steps out of the box. So neither team able to. Another shot right on, and where'd that one go? That one looked like it snuck just under Lindvall's pad, and now Westerholm, or rather Pedersen, absolutely drills Anderson after the whistle, or just as the whistle was blown there at the side of the net, and that'll draw a crowd. But neither team able to capitalize on their man advantage in the first period. And there you see that shot right there, just finds its way right under the skate and kind of gets pinned between the skate and the ice. As Lindvall was able to hold on for the stoppage with 10:31 remaining here in the first period. Face off in the neutral ice. Clean win back as Koska controls. He'll play this over to his defensive partner. Now gets it back in his own zone. Stretch pass up the ice, trying to spring him all alone. And just taken down was Pettersson before he was able to move in by himself. Now top of the circle, Lindstrom hustling over, but he can't quite hold it in as this one is forced back out to center. Cross ice pass. Holloway battling at the center line, but this one is taken by Örebro and sent deep into the Skellefteå zone. Kadic playing this one to Koska. Koska up the ice, batted out of the air, but Örebro takes it back in their own end. Now coming away with it is Ekholm as he'll play this one up through neutral ice, taken back by Skellefteå at their own line. Moeller now controlling through center. He'll send this one in deep. Big check along the end boards there, thrown by Soderlund. Moeller in the corner now, pokes this one up to the half boards. Par Lindholm coming away with it. Trying to walk away from 2 or 3 Örebro players as he gets taken to the ice. Skellefteå fans hollering for a penalty. They're not going to get one, however. Ekholm now controlling, the captain playing it to his own half boards as this one gets played back behind the net. Left there by Anderson as he'll go for a change. Collected by Bartley. Cross ice pass to Mastamaki at the blue line. As this one will get sent into the Skellefteå zone. Icing is waved off on the tip. Johan Alm playing this one up to the half boards. Tipped off the boards to Bud Holloway, or rather Pettersson. And now from the corner, Henrik Hedda gives up the puck as Mastamaki will work it back the other way. Hedda takes it back, however, before he's able to clear the zone. Jesper Olofsson leading the puck behind there. Gives Örebro an opportunity to regain possession. Bartley now through center will fire this one into the Skellefteå zone. Backhanded up to center. Nice little tip pass. And a shot just wide of the net as Linus Lindstrom gets absolutely drilled after he takes the shot. Hughes with the shot right on. Kilpalainen able to make the save from the long bomb from Emil Hughes. And some more rough stuff. Well, a little bit of rough stuff after the whistle as this game has been chippy right from the start between these two teams. There you see Lindstrom giving an extra whack. Well, you'll see he gets absolutely stood up after that shot. Right there. Fans were hollering for a penalty, but they did not get it. We'll take a look now at some stats from the first half of the first period as Örebro out shooting Skellefteå at the moment. 7 of 4, missed shots 2 to 1 in favor of Örebro. Hits are fairly evenly matched, 6 to 5. Face off 6 to 4, also in favor of Örebro. So on the stat sheet at the moment, Örebro playing pretty well. Power plays 1 apiece. Power play shots 2 and 1 in favor of Örebro. However, neither team able to capitalize on their man advantage, and so both teams with 100% penalty killing at the moment. Let's take a look at the other 2 games going on in the league at the moment. No score from Karlskrona and Luleå. However, the Lakers with a 2-0 lead over Rögle at the moment. We'll make sure to keep you updated on both those games as the evening goes on. And of course, make sure you head on over to shl.se if you want to check it out yourself. Face-off coming to the right of Kilpalainen. Now discussion at the Skellefteå bench here. Talking with Captain Pettersson. Also looks like one of the linesmen might be getting patched up by the Skellefteå trainer at the moment. Of course, the Winter Olympics wrapping up on Saturday or Sunday? I believe it was Saturday in South Korea, of course, and it was a bit of an interesting men's tournament. The lack of NHL players, of course, kind of opened up the field for a couple of teams that probably weren't expected to do very well, but Team Germany especially, kind of a Cinderella story there as they eliminated both Sweden and Canada to make their way to their gold medal game and almost won it against Russia as well. as that game required overtime, but the Olympic athletes from Russia were able to come away with the gold medal in that one. Back underway now as Skellefteå controls in their own zone. Now this one gets fired up through center, tipped into the offensive zone as Kilpalainen leaves there for his defenseman, who tips it, or who sends it over to the far corner, and now that one is chopped out to the neutral ice and almost all the way back to the Skellefteå blue line as this one gets sent in deep. Top of the circle now, fans on the shot opportunity there. Had a great look at the net, but couldn't get a good shot away, and now we've got a whistle. And it looks like we've got another penalty upcoming here. And it looks like it's going to go against Örebro, and so Skellefteå will get their second man advantage of the period, and it's going to go against Tyson Spink. And it looks like it's going to be a hooking call. Spink looks like he can't believe it. Take a look at the replay here. And there you see two hands on the stick. Stick right up in the midsection. Not much you can argue on that one. Lindstrom playing this one back to the line. Kadich back to Lindstrom. Lindstrom to Moller. Moller down low, back to Lindstrom. Lindstrom back to the line to Kadich. Kadich, one-timer from the circle, doesn't find its way on target as this one will get chopped back out through center. Now Lindstrom into the offensive zone. This one finds its way in deep. Lindholm playing it back to Lindstrom. That one bounces up in the air, knocked out of the air by Kadich as he's able to hold this one in, plays it in deep. Back to Lindstrom at the line. Lindstrom playing this one down low to the corner, back to Lindstrom along the half boards as Skellefteå doing a better job here on their second man advantage. Getting set up. Now walking right out front as that one is saved by Kilpalainen, sent up into the meshing. As Bud Holloway allowed to walk right to the front of the net by Kilpalainen, able to make the save with exactly 7 minutes remaining here in the first period and a minute 20 remaining on the man advantage. Looked like Holloway wanted to pull Kilpalainen off that short post, but couldn't find any daylight to shoot at as that one off the pads of Kilpalainen and out of play. Jesper Olofsson back to the line, now to Putis. Olofsson tips that one back to the line, and this one shot right on. Not too sure how Kilpalainen was able to track that one down with a few bodies out front. But he's able to glove it out of the air and holds on for a stoppage. That waved out of the circle is Adam Pettersson. Pettersson controlling along the half boards, plays it to Olofsson, trying to feed it down low, intercepted and sent all the way down the ice. Skellefteå looking to start out from their own zone with less than a minute remaining on the man advantage. Gets his wires crossed there as that one lost in the skates of Soderlund. He's forced to send it back into his own end. Now firing this one in deep, stopping it up behind his own net. Kilpalainen will throw this one to the line and all the way back into the neutral ice. Koska now in his own zone, playing this one to Lindholm. Or Lindholm into the offensive zone. Drop pass for Lindstrom. Lindholm gets decked along the boards as this one back to the line to Kadich. Kadich with the long shot right on, and Kilpalainen another great glove save there, making it look very casual as he's able to hold on to that one for a stoppage. 12 seconds remaining on the man advantage for Skellefteå. Back to the line, this one controlled by Berglund. Lindstrom top of the circle, lets the shot go. That one off the stick of Mastamaki and up into the meshing, and Mastamaki doing a good job to get his stick on that one. We've seen Lindstrom from that exact spot on so many occasions. Just pick the top corner, especially on the power play. Loves to shoot from that area of the ice. Heavy clearing attempt all the way back to the Skellefteå blue line. Now Berglund into the offensive zone. Is that one poked away from him? Örebro able to fire this one down to the neutral ice. Now given up shorthanded, or rather we're back to 5-on-5 action as Spink steps out of the box. As this one finds its way to the opposite side, Bartley plays it back to the opposite corner. Mastamaki now playing this one down or in deep. Now Skellefteå will carry it back the other way. Berglund firing this one in deep all the way around the boards. In the corner now, Tom Wandel will play this one to Bartley. Victor Bartley firing this one up the ice along the right side, out of the reach of his intended target. Lindvall will play this one to his own half boards for Hedda. Hedda can't clear the line, but that one is cleared by Anderson. And now Skellefteå force it in deep. Going away with it, he'll play this one to the half boards. Now played down low, Hedda along the end boards. Pedersen can't control the puck as it finds its way to the half boards. Trying to force it into the corner. Back to the line, that one tipped right on. And Lindvall with a good reaction save gets a piece of it with the left pad and just flecks it up into the meshing with 4:23 remaining in the first period. Or no, it came off the side of the net. My apologies. Looked like it came off the skate of Kilpalainen, but up off the side of the net and into the meshing. But the face-off will remain in the Örebro zone. Hedman can't catch up with the puck as it's held in there by Skellefteå. This one forced in deep. Now Wingerly playing this one to Lindstrom. Lindstrom back to the line to Katic, who plays it in deep, looking for Wingerly, who can't control. Now this one is fired all the way down the ice. And that's going to be an icing call just wide of the net there. 3:55 remaining here in the first period. 0-0 the score remains between these two teams, as both teams have had some pretty good opportunities. I think I'd give the advantage as far as scoring opportunities right now, however, to Skellefteå, despite the fact that, well, at least the last time we looked at the stat sheet, Örebro was out shooting. Back to the line, or back to the top of the circle to Lindstrom, who rips that one off a stick up into the meshing. Face off to the left of Kilpalainen. Clean win back to the line. One-time attempt. That one hits a body out front as Hedman is able to collect from his own skates. And then he plays that one out to center, but it's turned right back. And right back into the Örebro zone. Now this one collected by Weinstock in his own corner, trying to send that one up to Vixton. Back to the line, held in by Skellefteå. Now looking for a tip out front. That one finds its way wide of the net. Looked like a bit of a slap pass attempt there, as this one finds its way all the way to the far half boards. Kudis will leave there. Collected by Johan Alm as he'll fire it in deep. Bud Holloway trying to center it out front. Örebro's able to collect, and they'll work it back the other way as Weinstock sends it in deep and goes for a change. Kudis playing it back to his defensive partner. Will fire this one up to neutral ice. Skellefteå back into their own zone, however. Now to Kudis. Kudis playing this one up to Moeller. Moeller into the offensive zone, trying to dance around a couple of defensemen. Loses the handle on the puck, however, can't get a shot away. Örebro now working it back the other direction. Tyson Spink into the offensive zone. Over to his brother Tyler. Tyler with this shot. That one just wide, and my apologies, that was Salonen, not Tyler Spink. As Hughes from behind the net will play this one over to the half boards. Cross ice pass. Reaches its intended target, Philip Berglund. Berglund deep in the offensive zone. Centering pass right out front, and they score. Banged home by Par Lindholm. As Skellefteå take the 1-0 lead late in the first period. Great individual effort there by Philip Berglund, as he was able to move around the defenseman. Almost got sandwiched against the boards, but he was able to retain possession. Centers right out front for Par Lindholm. And Lindholm with the tap home gives Skellefteå the 1-0 lead. There you see Berglund just stepping around his man. And a nice centering pass right out front. stick on the ice, makes contact, and sends it to the back of the net. That's a good example of the old adage, keep your stick on the ice. Lefty playing this one deep into the Örebro zone. Bit of a dangerous pass in front of his own net there as Örebro behind their own net. Bartley now off the boards out to neutral ice, taken back by Koska. This one will be tipped in deep. Mastamaki through the neutral ice into the offensive zone. This one in deep for Mastamaki behind the net. Christopher Mastamaki battling hard against Koska there as the puck finds its way to Putis, who will play this one out through the neutral ice. Nice little pass reception there and a shot right on. Kilpalainen able to get a piece of that one. A beautiful little play there by Sebastian Olsson, who had that puck a little bit behind him, but he was able to hold on to it with a quick little turnaround move. And now I believe we've got an offside call coming, or a hand pass call coming up against Skellefteå here. So we'll have a stoppage with 1:19 remaining in the first period. There you see the nice little move by Sebastian Olsson. And a great scoring opportunity. Sends that one off the jersey of Kilpalainen. It looked like it caught a piece of him, and then off the far post. This one feathered over to Victor Ekholm as the captain fires it all the way down the ice. Manninen battling there with Alm, getting some help from Wandell. Wandell now coming away with it in the corner. Now played behind the net. Manninen trying to center it out front. Looking for a shot out front. He's able to collect on the rebound. And Lindvall able to make the save, so a good scoring opportunity for Örebro late in this first period, but Gustav Lindvall equal to the task with 51 seconds remaining. We'll have a face-off in the Skellefteå zone. Excuse me. AC Williams on the doorstep. Face-off coming to the right of Lindvall. Wandell wins that one back. Salonen now moving this one deep into the zone from the corner. He'll play this one back to the line to Manninen. That shot hits a couple bodies out front, doesn't find its way on target. Lindholm, the goal scorer, will play this one off the boards, back to the line, but not out. And now Skellefteå will not move it out as Manninen into the offensive zone. Sakari Manninen looking for the wraparound opportunity, tries to center it out front. However, it's taken away by Emil Hughes. Now Manninen able to glove that one out of the air. Örebro with an aggressive forecheck, able to create some offensive possession here. Salonen with a nice little in and out move. Salonen cutting to the front of the net, can't get a good shot away. As this one sent all the way down the ice, and this will be an icing call going against Skellefteå with just 13 seconds remaining in the first period as Örebro turn up the heat here late in the frame. Face-off coming to the left of Lindvall. Clean win back. Heavy shot wide of the net. All the way around the boards and all the way back into the Örebro zone. And that should just about do it for the first period. Maybe one last attempt here late from Örebro. Shot finds its way on target. Lindvall with the save. Buzzer sounds. And the first 20 minutes in the bag. And now a hit on the captain, Pedersen, after the whistle or after the horn, as Pedersen goes down in a heap. And he is cut and bleeding heavily. My goodness, as they need to get a towel out there right now as Pedersen is bleeding heavily at the moment. We'll take a look here. Does he get caught with a high stick? Right there, as Koska, his own teammate, takes a check right at the end of the period and catches his captain up high. He looks to be all right, but he will get patched up in the first intermission. And hopefully he's good to go for the second. Let's take a look now at the stats in that first period of play. Shots on goal, even at 9 apiece. And so Skellefteå, who was being outshot in the first half of that first period, evening things up in the latter half. Missed shots also 3 apiece. Hits fairly evenly matched as well, 7-6 in favor of Örebro. Faceoffs also pretty evenly matched, 12-11 in favor of Örebro. 2 power play opportunities for Skellefteå, 1 for Örebro. 4 power play shots registered for Skellefteå, 2 for Örebro. Neither team, however, able to capitalize on their man advantage opportunities. And so both teams with 100% penalty killing at the moment. But like you see there, between the two teams on the stat sheet at least, it's been a fairly evenly matched game through 20 minutes of play. Two, I believe, with the better scoring chances in the first period and, of course, able to capitalize on one of those scoring chances. And both teams getting some special teams play in that first period as well, as Örebro took 2 penalties and Skellefteå took 1, as we are set to go for puck drop in the second period. But Eero Kilpalainen, despite giving up 1 goal in that first period, in my opinion, the better of the 2 goaltenders at the moment, just because he's been forced to make, well, better saves, in my opinion. Like I had mentioned, Skellefteå with some better scoring opportunities than Örebro. As we are underway, this one will be collected by On, as he'll play it to his defensive partner, who throws this one over to Lindstrom. Lindstrom into the offensive zone. He'll stop up, walks back to the blue line, now plays this one down to the half boards, taken by Salonen, as he'll play this one to Manninen. Sakari Manninen, draw pass. Salonen with the one-timer. That one wide of the net, all the way around the boards to the blue line, held in. Playing this one in deep all the way around to the far half boards, as Salonen will play this one to the end boards. Tipped out front as Tom Wendell is able to control. He'll throw this one back to the line to Bartley. Bartley over to Salonen with the one-time attempt right on. And Lindvall equal to the task as he takes that one right in the midsection and holds on for the stoppage. As this faceoff will come to his right. Clean win back, controlled by Spink, as he'll walk this one into the corner. Sharp angle shot off the shoulder of Lindvall, back to the line, held in. Playing this one into the corner. He'll throw it back to the line now. That one tipped wide of the net. Coming away with it, he'll walk this to the half boards, now throws it in deep to Hedman. Hedman along the end boards. Taken off the puck by a big hit as Lindholm has lost his stick, trying to pick it up as he'll kick this one to the half boards, but forced back down into the deep into the Skellefteå zone. But Skellefteå worked back the other way now through the neutral ice into the offensive zone along the right side. Örebro now controlling the puck. Spink trying to throw that one cross ice. He will now. Gaining to the center line. Lindvall steers that one aside to Berglund. Berglund to Moeller. Moeller playing it back to Berglund behind the net. Hughes throwing this one cross ice along the boards, as this one is played up to center. Coming away with it now is Arneson, as he'll play this one behind his own net. Dane Todd throwing it up the boards. Back to the line and now out to neutral ice. Playing this one behind the net. Dane Todd able to collect along his own end boards. Lindvall throwing this one up the boards along the half boards. Now a sharp angle shot right on by Vixton is steered aside by Lindvall. Drilled from behind as this one finds its way out to neutral ice. Mastamaki throwing it back into his own end. Victor Bartley now controlling, throws that one through the neutral ice, tipped into the offensive zone. Kadich from behind his own net. Tipped out, now carried by Wingerly. He's 1-on-2, and this is going to be an offside call, as this one is sent back to Hedda, and Wingerly way offside, putting himself offside with that pass back to Hedda. With exactly 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the second period. Puck in the neutral ice, battling there as Örebro send it into the Skellefteå zone. Lindvall stopping out for On behind his own net, now throws it to the corner. Cross ice pass, that one just in the skates there of Olsen. As Wingerly tries to move it into the offensive zone, not able to. On. Now back to the line. Long shot hits a body out front, deflects wide of the net. Wendell puts his shoulder into Wingerly as he knocks him to the ice. Wendell with a nice little reverse hit there. Back to the line. One-time attempt, flutters on target, as that one is blockered aside by Lindvall. Wendell now in the corner. As that one taken away by On, as Philip On throws this one cross ice out of the reach of his intended target. And Örebro try to work it back the other way. Back into the left U end from the corner now. On sends this one cross ice and will fire this one up to the neutral ice. Off the boards, up through center. Referee knocked down behind the net. Back to his skates, however, is Skellefteå control behind their own net. Hughes throwing this one up the boards before he takes a check. Cross ice pass finds its target, Lindstrom. Lindstrom now from the blue line trying to throw this one in deep. Lindstrom able to play it in behind the net all the way around to the far corners, boards I should say, to Holloway as this one finds its way to the stick of Bartley now. He'll throw this one off the glass up into the left bench. And so this face-off will stay in the Örebro zone with 15:37 remaining here in the second period. Örebro controlling in their own end. Dane Todd will play this one to his defensive partner, who throws this one up to the neutral ice and now into the offensive zone, carried along the left-hand side. Big check along the end boards, frees that puck up for Lindholm. Behind the net now, controlled by Kadich as he'll throw this one out to the neutral ice. Behind the net to the far corner, sent back in behind the net. Tipped off the end boards by Dane Todd, as Todd collects along his own end boards once again. Playing this one up to Spink. Spink throwing this one up the ice, and now Dane Todd will carry into the offensive zone along the right side. Drop pass for Hedman. As that one taken away from him, and the lefty will move it back the other way. Lindholm with speed through center ice into the offensive zone. Lindholm with the toe drag, as that one finds its way to the end boards harmlessly. And now Soderlund from the corner. Back to the line to Hughes. Hughes just out of his reach after a nice poke check there by Spink. Cross ice pass, Hedda into the offensive zone, trying to feather that one out front, and that one sent right on Kilpalainen with the save. Beautiful pass by Henrik Hedda, who gets taken down by the captain Ekbom, and this is going to draw a penalty. Ekbom will sit for 2, likely for tripping, and Skellefteå will get their third man advantage of the game. Stick between the legs, going to get called for that every single time, especially with the referee right there to see it. Face off to the right of Kilpalainen. Örebro controlling off the face-off. This one will be controlled by Salonen and sent all the way down the ice. The lefty starting out. Firing this one in. Kilpalainen from behind his own net will send this one over to the half boards to Tom Wandell. Wandell will just fire it down the ice. Now Koska from behind the net will send this one up to his own blue line. Lefty moving it back into the offensive zone. Olofsson firing this one around the boards. Finds its way to Kadich, who fires it in deep. Koska pinching down from the line, playing it in deep once again to the corner to Lindholm. Overskating the puck, but now gets it back to the line to Koska. Koska takes the shot, dishes over to Kadich, who sends that one wide of the net. Lindholm now from the end boards. Now back out to neutral ice as Koska is able to control. Oh, and that one tipped off the stick. And Lindvall had to be careful with that one as Mastamaki just able to get a piece of it after that pass attempt. Short-handed opportunity there for Örebro, a bit unexpected. Lindholm now into the offensive zone, playing this one to the corner. Now back to the line to Kadich. Kadich over to Holloway. Holloway with the heavy shot. That one deflects off a stick up into the meshing with 33 seconds remaining on the man advantage. And this faceoff will stay in the Örebro end. Clean win for Örebro. Behind the net now, controlled and sent all the way down the ice. From behind the net now, Skellefteå will look to start out Lindholm. All the way around the boards from the end boards now. Lindholm from behind the net, battling there against a couple of Örebro players, able to move it to Lindstrom, who throws this one back to the line. Quick pass over to Holloway with the shot. That one looks like it came off the side of the post. As Moeller plays this one to the corner, we're back to 5-on-5 action. Moeller now walking in close, centering out front for Holloway from his knees, or rather Lindholm from his knees. Looking for the backhanded opportunity, but that one turned aside. Now Kilpalainen can't stop that one up behind his net, all the way around the boards, fresh off the bench, finds its way out to neutral ice. Into the offensive zone, feathered out front, fanning on it was Henrik Hedda. Looking to swat that one towards the net. Now on, playing it back to his defensive partner, Pudis. Into the offensive zone, Olofsson. Has that one taken away by Spink, who throws it up the ice to his brother. Tyson with the nice little move between his own legs. Finds himself in deep, stripped of the puck, however, as this one is played off the boards to the blue line and now out to neutral ice. No further than center as Örebro take it back, however, as Weinstock plays it to his defenseman. Dane Todd now stepping around a couple guys and tried to step around a third. It's taken off the puck, however. Weinstock now in neutral ice, playing it back into his own zone. Long pass up the ice, tipped as Lindvall angles that one to the corner. Now coming away with it is Olsen, as he'll throw this one up the ice, now into the offensive zone. Olsen gets it back, lets the shot go. That hits a body out front. That one stung. As it looked like that one hit Jonathan Anderson right in the ankle. Now Wendell will play this one into the neutral ice, but it's sent right back in. Or no, it's not. It's sent into the Skellefteå bench. And so this face-off, it looks like it will come at center ice with 10:44 remaining here in the second period. Dane Todd controlling in his own end. Bud Holloway from neutral ice will play this one in deep. All the way back into the Skellefteå zone. Not enough for icing, however, as it's collected by Philip Berglund, who's tripped up, and he's going to draw a penalty as Örebro will take their fourth penalty of the game. And this is going to be an offside call going against Skellefteå as Emil Hughes gets drilled by Victor Bartley. And now Hughes getting wrapped up with Arneson, or Anderson rather. But it's going to be Tom Landell sitting for two for, well, I'm going to assume tripping. And so Skellefteå goes back to the man advantage. They're 0 for 3 so far on the power play, as Örebro has done a very good job on the penalty kill so far. And Skellefteå's power play has been busy so far tonight. They just haven't been able to capitalize. Face-off coming to the right of Kilpalainen. Bouncing puck in the circle, scramble, draw. Örebro trying to come away with it. They will now, back to the line and out, as this one finds its way all the way back into the Skellefteå end. From behind the net now, he'll look to start out, playing this one up the ice, tipped into the Örebro zone by an Örebro player right onto Kilpalainen, trying to fire that one outside the zone. They will now, as this one finds its way all the way back into the Skellefteå zone, and Örebro keeping up their good penalty killing to start this one. Already killed off the first 30 seconds as Skellefteå work their way back into the offensive zone. Olofsson, drop pass, one-time attempt, hits a body out front, doesn't find its way on target. Playing this one down low for Soderlund. He gets taken down. This is going to draw another penalty. So we'll get some 6-on-4 action here as Skellefteå get the extra skater on the ice on the delayed penalty. Pudis controlling. Now to Koska. Koska lets the shot go. Kilpalainen with the save, and now Örebro will touch up. And Skellefteå will get a 58-second 5-on-3 man advantage. As Jonathan Anderson is going to be called for, there's going to be a hook or perhaps a hold. So he takes his man down, and Anderson pleading his case all the way to the box. So a pair of Andersons in the box for Örebro will give Skellefteå a 5-on-3 man advantage. Let's take a look now at stats through the first half of the game. Shots on goal remain fairly evenly matched. 13-12 in favor of Örebro. Missed shots as well. 7-6 in favor of Skellefteå. Hits are 9 apiece. Örebro kind of pulling away in the face-off circle with 19 wins to Skellefteå's 12. 4 power play opportunities here for Skellefteå. 5 penalties taken by Örebro after that last one. Just 1 power play opportunity for Örebro so far. Neither team able to capitalize on the man advantage, however, so both sitting at 100% penalty killing. As, like I mentioned, Örebro has done a great job so far to kill off the penalties they have taken. Take a look at the other games going on. Karlskrona trailing Luleå by a score of 2-1. And the Lakers continue to hold on to their 3-0 lead over Rögle. Face-off coming to the right of Kilpalainen. Top line of Lindstrom, Lindholm, and Bowler. Out there on the ice, you've got Holloway and Kadich on the blue line. With this 5-on-3 opportunity, Mastamaki lining up to take the face-off for Örebro. And Skellefteå able to win this one back to the line as Holloway controls and they get set up. Moeller backpedaling down low to Lindstrom. Lindstrom back to Moeller as they play pass behind the net. Back to the top of the circle. Kadich switches up, plays it to Lindstrom. Lindstrom back to Holloway with the one-time attempt, and sacrificing the body is the captain, Ekholm. As that one off his shin pad all the way back down the ice. 35 seconds remaining on the 5-on-3. Now Lindstrom into the offensive zone from the half boards. Plays this one back to the line to Kadich. Kadich over to Holloway with the shot. Kilpalainen with the save, even though that one looked like it might have gone wide. Holloway able to control at the line now. Bud Holloway over to Kadich. Fans on the shot attempt, but Lindstrom able to control. Back to Kadich at the top of the circle. Now to Lindstrom. Lindstrom looking back door. That one gets tipped wide of the net. 2 seconds remaining on the 5-on-3 as Kadich controls. He'll play this one to Lindstrom. Bouncing puck in the air. Lindstrom able to settle it down. Plays it back to Holloway. Now a tip out front by Moeller. As that one wide of the net, we're back to 5-on-4 action here. Top of the slot. Beautiful passing play denied by Kilpalainen on the doorstep. Back to the line now, controlled by Holloway as Skellefteå keep up the pressure on the power play. Holloway with the heavy shot, hits a body and deflects wide. Kadich controlling from the corner now. He'll play this one back to the opposite corner. Back to the line, Holloway with another one-time attempt. That one steered aside as Holloway has been absolutely throwing everything towards the net on this man advantage. And now Örebro finally with some breathing room as they're able to successfully kill off that 5-on-3 opportunity. They've still got 20 seconds remaining before we're back to 5-on-5. Olofsson playing this one over to Pettersson. Pettersson along the half boards, turns down low. Playing this one to the end boards, taken away by Bartley, however, but that one hits a body out front, doesn't clear the zone. Puck up in the air, gloved out of the air, and controlled now by Soderlund as this one is taken away by Örebro. We're back to 5-on-5 action. As Anderson steps out of the box, puck finds its way to Lindvall, who will play this one to Soderlund. And now, I believe we've got a penalty upcoming here to Skellefteå. And it looks like Michael Koska is going to go for interference, perhaps. And Koska will sit for 2 for interference. And so on the tail end of that extended power play opportunity, you saw Kilpalainen there with a great glove save. On the tail end of that extended power play opportunity for Skellefteå, they put themselves down a man down now as Örebro look to tie things up. Shot right on. And a great glove save by Gustav Lindvall as that was a corner-seeking rocket. And Lindvall just able to make the save. Good reaction there as Williams absolutely let one go. Tom Wandell lining up in the face-off circle once again. And now Wandel is going to be waved out of the circle. He'll be replaced by Manninen. Lefty able to win this one back, and they'll fire it all the way down the ice. Behind the net now. Controlled by Bartley as he'll send this one up along the left side. Into the offensive zone, poked away from him. He'll play this one off the boards. Now down along the inboards. Played behind the net now by Joakim Anderson. Now Bartley playing it back to Anderson. Cross ice pass through the neutral ice. Anderson gets it back into the offensive zone. Top of the slot, lets the shot go. Anderson on the doorstep, looking for the rebound. Another opportunity at the side of the net is saved by Lindvall. As Örebro on the man advantage, looking to tie things up, pinching down from the line. Manninen is able to play that one to Salonen. Salonen loses the handle on the puck, however, as the lefty is able to play it all the way down the ice. Kilpalainen way out of his net. Sebastian Olsson was going to win the race to that puck. Now Manninen to Anderson. Anderson, top of the circle, lets the shot go, or that one maybe looking for the tip out front from Manninen. Back to the line to Bartley. Bartley plays this one to Anderson, back to Bartley. Bartley playing this one to the bottom of the circle. 33 seconds remaining on the man advantage, back to Bartley at the line. Shot right on off the side of the net. Saw the net, the mesh ripple there, but on the wrong side, unfortunately for Örebro, as this puck is poked back out to center ice. Now Hedman will play this one along the left side. Now shot right on, steered aside by Lindvall. 5 seconds remaining on the man advantage. As the lefty will work it back the other way. Stretch pass up the ice, bouncing puck at the blue line, poked away from him as Spink is able to come away with it. Now into the offensive zone, long shot, hits a body out front. Diving to poke that one away, but Hedman gets it back. Playing this one to the corner to Spink. Spink over to his brother. As Tyson and Tyler play pass. Tyler with the shot, that one off the side of the net. Tyler back to the line, that one hits a body, deflects to the corner. Henrik Hedda now coming away with it. Hedda playing this one up to Wingerly, purposely all the way down the ice as Wingerly wins the race to that puck. Hedda leaving the puck behind the net, however, as Spink is able to come away with it. Tyler Spink behind the net now. Lifting this one all the way down the ice to Tyson. Tyson collecting in the offensive zone. He'll fire that one in deep, collected by Vixton. Now the puck finds its way all the way back into the Örebro end. Playing this one in deep, and Kilpalainen from behind the net. Playing this one to the corner, now played off the boards up to the neutral ice. Lefty with a good forecheck, collected by Bud Holloway, but taken away by Jonathan Anderson. And now Weinstock. Bouncing puck. This one gets played behind the net to Lindstrom. Lindstrom to Holloway. Holloway with the long shot, that one wide of the net. Kadich able to hold this one in as he'll play it in deep for Pedersen, who leaves it behind. And now Anderson playing it to the half boards. Quick shot right on, Kilpalainen with the save. Weinstock able to come away with it as he'll backhand this one out to neutral ice. Kadich collecting at his own blue line. Kadich controlling now. Playing this one all the way down the ice, right on target, as Kilpalainen will hold on for the stoppage. With 3:06 remaining here in the second period, 1-0 the score remains in favor of Skellefteå. And like I had mentioned in the pregame, the hometown team has won every game in the season series so far. Örebro with a couple of wins on home ice, and Skellefteå with 1 win so far on home ice against Örebro. And of course, this is the final of 4 meetings between these two teams this season. Mastamaki will be waved out of the circle, protesting as he is. Lindholm able to win this one back. Pinching down from the line is Hughes. Now Soderlund from the half boards, taken down hard. Now Lindholm will poke this one back to his defenseman. Now gets it back. Lindholm through the neutral ice. Stepping around Mastamaki, Lindholm into the offensive zone, making moves, can't get a shot on target. Lindholm playing this one to Moeller in the corner. Moeller back to the line to Hughes. Hughes, cross-ice pass. Long shot, hits a body out front. Rebound out front, saved by Kilpalainen. Bouncing puck as he's able to track it down and holds on for the stoppage. Having some words with the referee as well. 2:31 remaining here in the second frame. There you see, that's probably what he's talking to the referee about, is Lindholm right in front. Or no, that's what he's talking about, is Lindholm gives him a whack right in the helmet after the whistle. Not intentional, of course, but Kilpalainen having a word with the referee either way. Clean win back to the line. Nobody seems to want to get it, however, as Örebro takes advantage and moves it back the other way. Vixton with the shot, that one high over the net. Lindvall arguing that he didn't touch it, but the referee says otherwise, as this faceoff will stay in the Skellefteå zone with 2:23 remaining here in the second frame. Skellefteå able to win this one back as Putis retreats behind his own net. Sending this one up to Hedda as he gets it back in the neutral ice. Henrik Hedda into the offensive zone. From the half boards, he'll cut down low behind the net. Henrik Hedda from the end boards now. Playing this one back to the line. Long shot doesn't find its way on target as Örebro able to control. They'll lift this one softly down the ice. Salonen pursuing into the offensive zone. Takes a heavy check there, but he gets the best of On in the corner as Salonen tracking down the puck in the corner, kicks it up to himself, and now to Spink, who plays it back to the line. And now this one gets chopped up in the air, gloved out of the air as Salonen battling hard against the end, or the corner board, or the half boards there, I should say. Now controlled from the blue line. That shot hits a body out front. Back to the line, bouncing puck controlled. Playing this one down low to Spink. Tyson Spink back to the line, one-time attempt is fanned on, finds its way back out to the neutral ice. Lindvall now stopping this one up from behind his own net. He'll play it around the boards. Spink able to track it down, however, is Hedman from behind the net. Hedman walking to the circle, sending that one back to the line and played in deep. Spink now controlling. Tyson with the quick turnaround shot, looked like it hit Lindvall right in the mask. Another one-time attempt right on is steered aside by Lindvall. Now controlled by Wingerly as he'll fire this one around the boards all the way back to the far blue, opposite blue line rather, but held in there by Anderson as he'll play it in deep for Tyson Spink, or rather Tyler Spink, as this one controlled by Anderson, played back to the line. Now played in deep, 40 seconds remaining in the second period. Spink now from the inboards. Anderson back to the line to Todd. Todd back to Anderson. Cross ice pass to Anderson. Long shot, or sharp angle shot I should say, tipped wide of the net. From the corner boards now, played to the circle to Anderson. For Spink in the corner. Back to the line to Todd. Anderson throwing that one wide of the net. Todd able to control, quick turnaround shot, finds its way on target. And a late opportunity for Örebro as the buzzer sounds, and 40 minutes in the bag. With Skellefteå holding on to that 1-0 lead in the second frame. Take a look now at second period stats. Neither team able to ripple the mesh, of course, but just as it was in the first period, shots on goal fairly evenly matched in that second frame. 10 for Örebro, 9 for Skellefteå. Missed shots 7-6 in favor of Skellefteå. Hits 3 apiece. Face-offs 8-6 in favor of Örebro. So once again, a fairly evenly matched period, and neither team able to take advantage of their man advantage opportunities so far. They had Skellefteå had 2 power play opportunities. Örebro had 1. 4 power play shots for Örebro on their man advantage, so they were getting a lot of traffic towards Lindvall on their opportunity, but just weren't able to get one past him. 3 power play shots for Skellefteå and 2 power play opportunities. And that is kind of a testament to Örebro's penalty kill so far this evening. That one of those power plays, of course, included a 5-on-3, a 59-second 5-on-3, managing just 3 power play shots over 2 power plays. So Örebro with a very solid penalty kill so far. Take a look at full game stats now. Shots on goal 20-18 in favor of Örebro. Missed shots 10 apiece. Hits 10-9 in favor of Örebro. Faceoffs also fairly evenly matched, 20-17 in favor of Örebro. 4 power play opportunities for Skellefteå, 2 for Örebro. 7 power play shots for Skellefteå and 6 for Örebro. So not only is Örebro very good on the penalty kill so far, but 6 shots on just 2 attempts. Not too shabby either, but both teams 100% penalty killing at the moment. Like I mentioned, it's pretty much anybody's game right now to win, as Örebro needs just 1 to tie it up, and Skellefteå, of course, given their play through the first 20 minutes, might be able to hold on to this 1-0 lead, but that remains to be seen as we are set for puck drop on the 3rd period of play. As Skellefteå control in their own zone to start this 3rd period. Tip to Bud Holloway, who will carry through center ice. Sending this one in deep all the way around the boards to the far half boards. And now Lindstrom controlling. Back to the line, one-time attempt. That one tipped wide of the net. Budis playing it down low. Play back to the top of the circle. It's intercepted by Wandell. Now they've got numbers through center. Drop pass back to the line. Shot finds its way wide of the net. Wandell collects behind the net. Bartley from the corner playing it to Wandell. Wandell circle, one-time attempt. Steered aside by Lindvall as he was able to get the right pad on that one. Now this one finds its way to the side of the net. Lindvall taking no chances, is able to glove it down and holds on for a stoppage. With just 44 seconds elapsed here in the 3rd period. Another good opportunity for Örebro right there, and Lindvall didn't really react to that one, just had good positioning to get his body in front of it and caught it with the right pad. Face off back to the end boards as Örebro pinning their man against the boards. Spink is able to come away with it. Tyler Spink playing this one back to the line. Back to Tyler, sweeps it in deep. Hedman trying to come away with it, not able to, as this one is collected in his own circle by Hughes. And now Lindholm stripped of the puck as Skellefteå send it back into their own end. Soderlund over to Berglund. Berglund will fire this one in deep all the way around the boards. Just held it. No, it's not, as this is going to be an offside call going against Skellefteå. Hedman laying a late check on Hughes, and Hughes taking exception to that as he goes after Hedman after the whistle. It will be separated, however. And now it looks like we've got a penalty coming up here. And it looks like it's going to go against Emil Hughes. And you see, gives Hedman a shot with the left hand. So I would hazard a guess that this is going to be a roughing penalty, giving Örebro their 3rd man advantage of the game. Clean win back, controlled by Skellefteå, and sent all the way down the ice. Örebro controlling in their own end now. Will look to move into the offensive zone. Manninen from the half boards. He'll stop up. Now plays it into the corner. Around the boards from Salonen. Salonen behind the net. Trying to send it to the half boards. It's intercepted, however, as this one is forced behind the net on. Plays it to Lindstrom, and Linus Lindstrom will send it the length of the ice. Now Bartley up to Manninen through the neutral ice. Anderson trying to return it to Manninen. Anderson gets it behind the net and plays it to the corner. Now down low for Manninen. Manninen from the corner back to the line. Anderson with the long shot hits a body out front, doesn't find its way on target. Hedman to Salonen. Salonen lays this one back to the line. Now Bartley. Bartley with the shot that hits Wingerly out front as Bartley collects along the half boards. Now taken down in the corner, and this is going to be another penalty. And Örebro will get a 5-on-3 man advantage here for 51 seconds. As Wingerly hooks his man to the ice. Hand immediately up. And Wingerly gets the hooking penalty, but then you saw the referee do the hands on the hip signal, and I believe that's an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. So obviously Wingerly must have said something to the referee that he did not like. And so it'll be interesting to see how this works out. But this might be an extended power play for Örebro, as Coach Steven Cloquer obviously not happy with the call as he was talking to the referee. Either way, we've got a 5-on-3 opportunity here for Örebro for at least the next 50 seconds, I should say. And so a prime opportunity for them to tie things up. Lindholm able to collect off the faceoff. He'll fire this down the ice. And this is going to be a full 2-minute 5-on-3 opportunity here for Örebro. I believe that's the result of the abuse of the officials, is the official call there for a lefty. It didn't get assigned to a player in general, just the team itself. And so this is a fantastic opportunity here for Örebro early in the third period, and now a shorthanded opportunity, but that one's taken back by Spink as he'll moved into the offensive zone, plays it to his brother, Tyler to Tyson. Tyson controlling now in the corner, back to Tyler, now back to the line. Top of the circle, down to Tyson. Back to the top of the circle. That shot finds its way on target, tipped right out front, and somehow Lindvall able to keep that one out of the net, but Hedman with a great tip out front. That one looked like it was bound for the back of the net, but Lindvall, I think, just gets a piece of it and then falls on top of it. And there you see he gets a piece of it right under his arm and just squeezes and holds on for the stoppage. Minute 10 remaining in the 5-on-3 man advantage. Now Steven Cloquer having another word with the referee. Now it looks like there might be a mistake possibly with the power play clock. Now we're back to 5-on-3 action as Örebro controls in the offensive zone. Back to the line to Bartley. Bartley down to the circle. He'll switch up. Manning into Bartley. Bartley with the one-time attempt. Lindvall with the glove save as he holds on for the stoppage. Face-off coming to the left of Lindvall. Clean win back to the line, controlled by Bartley. He'll play it to Manninen. Back to Bartley. Over to Anderson. Anderson from the slot, now to Salonen. Back to Anderson. Anderson with the shot, that one whistling up high and into the meshing for a stoppage. 42 seconds remaining on the 5-on-3 for Örebro. Back to the line, Williams from the top of the circle. Back to Bartley. Bartley to Manninen. Manninen retreating back to the line. Manninen over to Anderson, or rather Williams, as that one-timer doesn't find its way on target. Manninen regains possession of the puck. Manninen now from the top of the circle. Works it down low. Back to Bartley. To Williams with the one-time shot. That one rung off the post. An absolute rocket from the top of the circle. And now a tip out front by Salonen, sent just wide. Manninen can't control as this one is taken away in their own zone by Lindholm. However, Salonen gets it back. Back to 5-on-4 action now for the next 45 seconds. Centering pass out front, deflects all the way back to the blue line, and Örebro will be forced to clear the zone. So Skellefteå able to kill off a full 5-on-3 2-minute power play. Centering pass right out front, return pass to Wendell off his skate, and Skellefteå will work it back the other way short-handed. Henrik Hedda into the offensive zone. Hedda with the sharp angle shot. He rings that one off the bar as it comes all the way back to neutral ice. Now sent deep into the Örebro zone as Skellefteå find iron short-handed here in the third period. Manninen now controlling from behind the net. And now short-handed opportunity as that one is poked away by Pettersson. Now Lindstrom in the corner, plays this one towards the net. Kilpalainen taking no risk with that one. Covers up for the stoppage. And now we've got another penalty upcoming here to Skellefteå, looks like. There you see Williams sending that one off the underside of the crossbar. Then Henrik Hedda short-handed sends that one off the short side post. And it's going to be a penalty against Örebro. My apologies, as Skellefteå will get another man advantage, as this third period already has been very busy for special teams. This whole game, in fact, has been very busy for special teams, as this puck will find its way all the way back into the Skellefteå zone. Now Skellefteå back into the offensive zone. From the half boards, this one will get played behind the net. Back to Holloway at the line. Holloway over to Kadich, as he'll play that one in deep all the way around the boards. Collected there by Lindstrom. Back to Lindstrom along the half boards. Down low, back to Lindstrom. Now this one is poked away all the way back into the Skellefteå zone. Into the offensive zone, he'll stop up at the circle, tries to send it back to the line, just out of the reach of his intended target, however. And Skellefteå forced back into their own end. Koska now controlling. From behind his own net, he'll fire this one out through the neutral ice. Now along the right side, it's Putis. Putis from the half boards. Örebro take it back, however. Back the other way, that shot finds its way right to the glove of Lindvall. It was going high, but Lindvall taking no chance, gloves it out of the air and holds on for a stoppage with 13:11 remaining here in the third period. 35 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Skellefteå controlling after the face-off in their own zone. Jonathan Putis gets taken to the ice by Wendell, but is still able to move the puck up the ice. Finding its way in deep, poked all the way back to Koska at the line. Firing this one down the ice, stopped up by Lindvall. Lindvall to Koska. Koska controlling in his own zone with just 7 seconds or 8 seconds remaining on the man advantage. He'll throw this one up along the left side. Into the offensive zone, Lindstrom now controlling. Joachim Lindstrom walking out front. He gets tripped up in front of the net, trying to jam it in short side. And that one is stopped up, and now we've got some rough stuff after the whistle as Putis gets tied up with his man out front. Now Putis gives Arneson a shot to the face. But Lindstrom cutting to the front of the net and flying through the crease. Trying to give Skellefteå that go-ahead or the insurance goal for the second of the game. Trying to put some space more space between them and Örebro on the scoreboard. Well, the timekeeper having a discussion with the referee once again. It looks like Örebro is going to be given a penalty here. So Skellefteå once again will go to the man advantage. Looks like it's going to be Nick Ebert sitting for 2. Or no, he won't. That was very odd, as Ebert stepped out of the box as the game resumed, but no penalties on the board, so we'll remain 5-on-5. Lindstrom waits for his team to evacuate the zone and moves in, firing this one cross ice to Holloway. Holloway from the corner plays it to the circle. That shot doesn't find its way on target. Bouncing puck in the crease, collected by Lindstrom, trying to tuck it in short side. Rebound out front. Kilpalainen with the save. And he's able to cover up for the stoppage as he throws his glove on top of that one. Big stop coming to the right of Kilpalainen. Top of the circle, back to the line. Koska controlling, long shot finds its way on target and they score. Tipped out front. Kilpalainen not able to adjust, and Skellefteå take the 2-0 lead. And I believe Kilpalainen was indicating a high stick tip. We'll have to take a look at this replay, but Kilpalainen looked like he was trying to jump to get that initial shot. Caught way out of position because of that. We'll have to take a look at this replay. But as it stands, Skellefteå take the 2-0 lead. Just over 12 minutes to play. And they will review it. Because almost immediately, Kilpalainen was indicating a high stick. There you see Kilpalainen was going up high to make that save. And it's going to be hard to tell because it was tipped pretty far from the net. And it's close, but I don't think there's enough proof there to overturn this goal, in my opinion. Like I said, from that angle especially, you can't really get a good angle or a good view as to whether or not that stick is above the crossbar. And this one, of course, not going to provide any better of an angle either. I think the best angle to review this by would maybe be one of the corner cameras. I gotta say though, I wouldn't want to be the referee at the moment, or at least the person responsible for making this decision, because that is very, very close. Here comes the decision. It's a good goal. Skellefteå with the 2-0 lead. Just over 12 minutes to play in the third period. Adam Pettersson with his 5th point and 2nd goal in the last 3 matches. There's Örebro. We'll fire this one off the boards. Collected along the half boards by Anderson. Skellefteå in their own zone. Collected by Koska behind his own net. Taken back, however, by Örebro. Man in it for Wandell, who lets the shot go. That one deflected off the shoulder of Lindvall, and Skellefteå will work it back the other way. Into the offensive zone. That one finds its way off a stick above the net. Holloway in the corner. As that one chopped away from him, Wandell able to come away with it. Dane Todd now through the neutral ice. Skellefteå able to control. And this one to Olofsson. Olofsson cross ice pass into the far corner. Henriqueta from the end boards, battling there against Spink. Spink playing this one to the half boards, now back to the line, not out, however, as it's held in. Pudas controlling. Firing this one into the far corner. Now Salonen stepping around his man. He'll gain center and sends this one in deep. Lindvall all the way around the boards to the half boards, and now Skellefteå will work it back the other way. Sharp angle shot off the side of the net collected by Salonen in his own corner. He'll lift this one way up in the air, and it hits the Jumbotron. As we'll have a stoppage in play, as this faceoff will remain in the Örebro zone with 10:27 remaining here in the third period. There you see Bartley getting away with a high stick on Wingerly. Sending this one hard off the boards all the way down the ice. From the corner, this one will be played to the half boards and now moved out by Pudas as he'll play this one off the boards into the offensive zone. Hughes to Pudas, or rather Wingerly. Wingerly back to the line. Soderlund now from the half boards back to the line. A one-time attempt. Gloved out of the air by Kilpalainen as he'll play that one to his defenseman, who throws this one up the ice to Mastamaki. Christopher Mastamaki into the offensive zone. That one paddled wide by Lindvall. Now Oscar Moeller into the offensive zone. Drop pass for Soderlund. Soderlund centering out front. Moeller on the doorstep trying to poke that one home. Not able to, however, as Kilpalainen holds on for the stoppage with 9:40 remaining here in the third period. Take a look now at stats from the game so far. Shots on goal, just as they have been almost all game, fairly evenly matched, 24-22 in favor of Örebro. Missed shots 15-12. Hits 10-9 also in favor of Örebro. Faceoffs 26-24 in favor of Örebro. So on paper, and as we've seen pretty much all game long, this has been a fairly evenly matched game between these two teams. Beautiful centering pass out front for Lindholm. Open scoring up, and then beautiful tip out front by Adam Pettersson. Nothing Kilpalainen could have done against that one. Gives them the 2-0 lead. Other than that, fairly evenly matched game. Power plays 5-3 opportunities in favor of Skellefteå. 7 shots for Skellefteå, 8 for Örebro on the man advantage. Both teams, however, perfect on the penalty kill. Luleå with a big 5-1 lead over Karlskrona at the moment. And the Lakers with a big 5-0 lead over Rögle with just about a minute to play in that one. Back to the line to Koska as he'll fire this one in deep. Now Moeller coming away with it in the corner. Back to Lindholm. Lindholm playing that one back to the top of the circle. Quick turnaround shot, finds its way off a stick up into the meshing, and we'll have another stoppage. All the way around the boards, back out to neutral ice and into the Skellefteå end. Örebro able to regain possession. Williams sending that one off the body back into the Skellefteå zone. Controlling in their own end as this one gets sent up to center to Lindstrom. Lindstrom into the offensive zone. Stops up along the half boards. Taking off the puck, however, as Salonen plays this one all the way down the ice. Excuse me, winning the race to the puck there was Williams, as he'll play it to the half boards, taken away by Lindstrom in his own end. Now Holloway. Holloway playing this one off the boards. Örebro in their own zone now is Wicklander, or Weinstock rather. Now Mannanen plays it back to Weinstock. Weinstock over to Bartley, Bartley back to Weinstock. Off the boards. Vixton can't move it into the offensive zone as Örebro will collect back in their own end once again. Bartley, cross-ice pass to Vixton as he'll fire this one in deep. Hudis from behind the net. Through the neutral ice into the offensive zone along the left side. That one finds its way on target. Kilpalainen with the save. Couldn't hold on for the stoppage as Olofsson able to collect. Plays this one back to the line. Hughes with the one-time attempt. Tipped on. And a slow rolling puck poked aside by Kilpalainen. Now Olofsson back to the line. Hughes stretching to hold on to that one. That one finds its way off the end boards all the way to Olofsson. Olofsson back to the line to Berglund as Berglund will play this one in deep around the boards. Pinching down low as Wingerly overskates the puck, however, and that gives Hedman an opportunity to clear the zone. Kulia now playing it to Berglund. Berglund, nice stretch pass to Wingerly with the shot right on and Kilpalainen top of the crease. Able to hold on for the stoppage as he takes that one right in the midsection. 7:18 remaining here in the third period. 2-0 in favor of Skellefteå. From the half boards now, Hedman plays this one up to Anderson. Anderson through the neutral ice. Taken away from him as Hedman controls. He'll play this one into the offensive zone. Kula in the corner. Playing this one off the boards. Bouncing puck held in by Örebro. Anderson playing this one down low. Spink takes his man out. Walking to the front of the net. Centering pass out front harmlessly through the crease. He's taken down hard as a lefty with an opportunity to work it back the other way. Wingerly, nice little hook pass there as he's taken out hard. Sebastian Olsson. And we've got a cross-checking penalty, I believe, coming up here to Örebro. It's going to be a kneeing penalty. And right there is Anderson kind of hangs the knee on Olsson. And so Skellefteå will go back to the man advantage for the 6th time this evening. Now long shot right on. Steered aside by Kilpalainen as Moeller plays this one around the boards all the way to the blue line. Holloway playing it into the corner. Carl Lindholm now controlling from the corner, plays this one over to Lindstrom. Lindstrom back to the line to Kadich. Kadich back to Lindstrom. Lindstrom over to Kadich. Kadich down low looking for the backdoor pass. Lindstrom takes that one, looked like it came off his helmet. As Lindholm will move this one back in. Lindholm cross ice to his defenseman, or rather to Bud Holloway as Lindholm gets it back along the half boards, but Örebro take it back to the line, not able to hold it in as it comes all the way back into the Skellefteå end. Bud Holloway taking it back in his own zone. Through the neutral ice. Now Bartley coming away with it. Bartley will turn around and fire this the length of the ice. Hudis stopping up behind his net, now starting back the other direction. Örebro, despite the fact they're down 2-0, has been absolutely fantastic on the penalty kill so far tonight, including a 5-on-3 kill and now a shorthanded opportunity back the other way perhaps. Back to the line. Ebert with the long shot right on, rebound out front, steered aside by Lindvall. Best opportunity of the man advantage so far came shorthanded for Örebro. Berglund Back to the line to Koska. Koska, cross-ice pass, one-time attempt wide of the net. Olofsson from behind the net will play this one to Soderlund, rather. Now, Dane Todd from behind his own net, and we're back to 5-on-5 action as Anderson steps out of the box. 4.5 minutes remaining here in the third period. 2-0 the score in favor of Skellefteå. Sharp angle shot steered aside. Now to the far corner. Sharp angle attempt by Kirkula as he pulls it to the back end, sends it off the side of the net, gets drilled along the end boards. Trying to get back to his feet now as he kicks that one, trying to move it to Putis, but Örebro is able to take it back and works it back the other way. Into the offensive zone is Bartley as that one evades him off his stick. Now playing this one down low. Back to the line. Matsumäki, long shot. Big rebound off the end boards. Bouncing puck in front of the net as Skellefteå will send it back to center ice, and Anderson able to collect as he sends this one to Bartley. Bartley over to Spink off his skate. Skellefteå back to neutral ice as that one is lifted high down the ice. Anderson pursued there by Linus Lindstrom. Now this puck finds its way back to the blue line. Spink cross-ice pass, but Olofsson comes away with it as he fires this one off the end boards. To the far corner, now this one is poked to the end boards. Now Spink coming away with it in the corner. Taken back, however, by Hedda. Olofsson, shot right on. Kilpalainen with the save as he holds on for a stoppage with 2:48 remaining here in the third frame. And Kilpalainen, expect him to leave the net pretty soon here as Örebro will want to try and at least get one back here quickly as that shot finds its way to Kilpalainen. Bit of a fluttering puck as he's able to glove it out of the air. Örebro now into the offensive zone. Taken back by Skellefteå in their own end. Now Tom Landell in the corner, gets drilled into the boards. Coming away with it is Peterson. Back out to neutral ice. As Örebro work their way into the offensive zone, Salonen plays this one in deep to the far corner. Now a shot deflects off a stick and up over the meshing for a stoppage with 2:06 remaining here in the third period. And timeout now called by Örebro as they'll draw up a game plan now, and I would expect with the timeout and the face-off in the Skellefteå zone, Kilpalainen would be on the bench. However, he stays out on the ice at the moment. And there goes Kilpalainen to the bench. So Örebro with 6 skaters on the ice, 2:06 remaining here in the third period as they look to bring this game back within 1. And then, of course, the game plan is to tie it up, obviously. And so Örebro looking for a clean face-off win. They're not going to find it, and this one is going to be sent immediately into the open net. And that is certainly not how they drew it up. So Skellefteå with the long empty net goal take the 3-0 lead. Jonathan Putis with his 9th of the season, 26th point overall. A clean wind, and Putis just fires it down the ice. He'll blind him back in his net, and I doubt we'd see him leave again. As Örebro works this one in deep, Lindholm from the corner. And this one up to the blue line, not out, however, as it's held in. Now a long stretch pass up the ice, out of the reach of its intended target. However, he wins the race to the puck, so no icing on the play. Cross ice, Henrik Hedda will ring this one around the boards. Lindholm trying to collect in the corner, can't quite collect the puck. As this one is sent cross ice. Hughes in his own end, pinned against the end boards there. Behind the net now, centering out front, short side. Finds its way behind the net, collected by Lindholm. 60 seconds remaining in the third period. Long shoot into the opposite corner. From the half boards now. Anderson controlling behind the net. Örebro working it back the other way. So lefty will fire this one down the ice. 25 seconds remaining in the third period. It's collected by Anderson as he retreats behind his own net. They'll play this one to Vixton. Vixton through the neutral ice, cross ice pass. Taking it off the boards there. And this Tyson Spink as he hustles behind the net, and a one-time attempt finds its way through as Vixton breaks the shutout with just 7 seconds remaining in the third period. A nice little power move behind the net there by Tyler Spink. Centers out front for his line mate Daniel Vixton. And Vixton ripping that one past Lindvall. Too little too late for Örebro, however, with just 7 seconds left. Beautifully placed wrist shot there by Vixton. And Lindvall's going to want that one back as he was just 7 seconds away from registering the shutout. And now we've got some rough stuff developing here. And Spink gives his man a shot with the cross check. Linesman right there to break it up, however. And that will do it as Skellefteå come away with the 3-1 victory in this one. Taking a look now at third period stats. Shots on goal 12-9 in favor of Skellefteå, 2 of which found the back of the net. That late goal by Örebro, of course, still hasn't been registered on the stat sheet, which is why it's not showing up there. But Örebro, of course, with that one goal in the third period with just 7 seconds left. Missed shots 5-4 in favor of Örebro. Hits were 2-1 in favor of Skellefteå. So not a very physical third period, that's for sure. Faceoffs 12-9 in favor of Skellefteå. But special teams, just as they have been all game long, busy in that third period as well. 2 power play opportunities for Skellefteå, 1 for Örebro. 2 power play shots registered for Örebro, but none registered for Skellefteå. So that had been a theme all game long, was Örebro's penalty kill, which was absolutely fantastic so in this game. And penalty killing for both teams in that period, 100%. Full game stats, shots on goal 30-29 in favor of Skellefteå. Missed shots 16-14 in favor of Örebro. Hits 11 apiece. Face-offs 30-29 in favor of Örebro. 6 power play opportunities for Skellefteå, 3 for Örebro. However, Örebro, despite being doubled up on power play opportunities, out shooting Skellefteå on the power play, 8-7. But both teams with perfect penalty killing in this one.